Hey everyone, this is TJ over at West Texas Wanderer, and I just wanted to do a quick little video about the rally wheel swap for the standard Aprilia Tuareg 660. They do fit on the standard model. Everything swaps over pretty easily. You just have to move the ABS disc, the ABS ring, the brake discs, and the wheel spacers over, and everything bolts right up. It's pretty nice, easy swap. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. So I like to put the wheel I'm swapping over next to it just so I keep everything lined up and I don't switch the direction. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell with the dirt bike tire on it. This one is a little trickier, so just keep an eye on your direction. 10 millimeter socket to take off the brake discs on both sides. It's pretty easy. The left side has the ABS ring, so just make sure you swap that over at the same time. I have the high fender kit from Camel ADV, or if you have the one from Aprilia or whatnot, you don't have to take off your brake caliper to get the wheel out. But if you still got the stock set up, you have to take off your brake caliper or else you can't get the wider tubeless wheel out. It's kind of a pain. One of the positives, another positive, I guess, for going with the high fender kit. Let's get this last one out real quick. The ABS ring kind of just falls off. Got the brake disc. Eventually I want to get a set of brake discs for each wheel, but right now they're a little expensive. I think they're like 200 bucks each. So you want to grab your disc, your ABS ring, make sure you put it on the right side, which also happens to be the right side of the bike if you're sitting on it. Hilarious how that works out, right? Let's see. I like to put a little blue Loctite on just to keep them from... I had to go get the thread locker. Sorry. So, just a little bit of blue thread locker. A little extra safety. You don't want a bunch because then it's going to be a pain to take off. And I don't use red because I don't want to strip the bolts out. Get these all little snug. Nothing too crazy. Set your impact wrench or whatever to the lowest setting if you can. And then of course tighten everything by hand. See, that's always like to do a star pattern, just like lug nuts. Keep it nice and torqued as evenly as possible. Let's see. Grab the wrench, ratchet, snug everything back down. I don't think the torque isn't too much. I think it's like 25. But I kind of just go by feel. By now, they don't stay on very long either. Oh no. Good thing the wheel didn't fall over. Okay, so I'm trying the space detecting with the DJI Osmo Action 3. And if it's kind of framing the shot weird, I apologize. So we got one side on. Don't forget to take your wheel spacer before you switch to the other side. Flip her around. This one's a little easier because you don't have to deal with the ABS ring. Grab that spacer. Get your little handy impact. And the magnetic nut setters help a little bit too, so your nuts don't, or your bolts don't fall out. All right, and we can kind of just gently set this guy down to the side over me. Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on the floor too. That's how I roll. Old man noises, I'm sorry. I'm getting there. Middle age. I'm not having a midlife crisis. I just like toys. Don't forget the blue thread locker. Not too much, because you don't want to glue stuff together. So yeah, that was too much. And it is kind of nice to drive these in by hand, but if you go slow with the impact, it's not too bad. Just want to double check, make sure they're not cross-threading or fighting against dried out thread locker. Here we go. Tying this by hand. Alright. Snug and then a little bit more. Just like Grandpappy taught me. And should be good to go now, man. Just line it up, get the ABS ring on the right side. Straighten that handlebar back out. Let's see. It's always nice to have someone helping, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I am trying to get this done while my kid's napping. Shout out to all my moto dads out there. Okay, so just like that. Put the axle back on. You're gonna need a 17mm hex or Allen for the axle. You can always get that like 4-in-1 thing from Motion Pro, from Rocky Mountain ATV or Cycle Gear or whoever, you know, your merchant of choices. Let's see. I think the front torque spec on the front axle is like 50 foot-pounds. It's not that much. I do it just as snug as I can handle it, because I like to use the tools that I take out on the trail. Because if I can't get it off on the trail, I'm gonna have a bad time. Remember, don't forget to take it off the stand, do the little pogo bounce, don't use the front brake. Try to get that front wheel aligned, and then put it back on the stand just to take the weight off. Let's see. There we go. Snug up the two, I think they're like 5mm Allen heads on the other side. Yeah, 5mm right here. The pinch bolts. Snug these bad boys up. And then with the Camel ADV high fender kit, you just have to bolt on the little lower fork protectors. I think they're from the Husqvarna Norden 901, I believe. So you can buy them yourself or get them with the kit. It's way cheaper to get them with the kit. Before, you know, when you used to be able to get them in America. Hopefully they'll be able to sell again soon. We'll see what happens. So thread this back on, and I mean, just like that. It's a 5-10 minute swap. If you have everything ready, you don't need to go look for tools. Really easy. It'll be even quicker once I get an extra set of brake discs, so, and another ABS ring. So that'll be cool. But for now, man, it's one of my favorite mods that I've done to this bike. Don't have to worry about denting the front wheel or losing a spoke again. Nice. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. I'm probably going to do the rear tire in a separate video, so just give me a thumbs up.